everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. There's no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Steelers are top 10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Bengals, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And he'll make it across the 20 as it... Guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And still, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And this one is incomplete. That one intended for Anquan Bolden. And that'll bring up second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The 1st down throw coming for Dalton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle. It's caught by Rodgers. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He also had an interception return for a touchdown last year. Another one there. What's the goal for a defensive back? One a season?
One a season is really
fantastic.
Way more than you would expect. I mean, guys set those types of goals, but rarely are they reached. Rarely are they achieved. To be able to pull it off back-to-back seasons, who says no one makes house calls anymore?
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now the rookie from Pitt, this is James Conner. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Here we go.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Not that we necessarily see this as being in the cards, but worth noting that 21 points would equal their franchise record for largest deficit overcome. Certainly plenty of work to do between now and then. Four yards remaining now on second down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Again, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And down inside the 15 he goes. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Adam Jones. And he's into the clear. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either, an NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.